Hey guys, got another video here for you. This one's on how to replace a screen on a Sony Ericsson Xperia X10. As you can see, the actual screen is cracked and we need to replace this screen. So what we're going to do first is remove the back part of the phone, and you just find a little gap at the top there. Just get your thumbnail in there and just pull it off. You might hear a little crack noise, but that's pretty normal. We're not going to put that to one side there. Okay, then we're going to remove the battery. You just need to go to the back of it here and stick your thumb at the back and lift it up. Don't forget to remove any SIM cards or memory cards at the front there. Okay, so we want to remove these screws now. And you're going to need a special screwdriver for this. A T7 screwdriver, something of that nature. And you can pick these sets up on eBay pretty cheap. They're not that much money really, and it's got loads of different screw heads in them. Pretty useful and pretty cheap. So what we're going to do here is just undo the packet, and at the top here you'll see a list of screw heads, and it will tell you what they are. So you just pick which one you need, and they just snap straight into place on top of the screwdriver. It's pretty straightforward really, like so. So then we're just going to remove all the backing screws. And we're going to stick those into the actual backing of the phone there, just so we don't lose them. So we're nearly done here now. Okay, you've got one more left. Okay, here is the tricky part. We're going to be needing to remove the back part of the phone from the front part of the phone so we can get to the inside of the phone. As you can see here, now this back black part and the actual chrome part that goes around the end, we're going to take and separate this. You can do that by inserting your nail or using some sort of tool like a pick tool or something like that, or a spudger, or whatever you want to use to actually separate these. Now these are pick tools that you can pick up on the internet, pretty cheap. These are only a cheap set, and they just help you separate. They look like guitar picks. Okay, so what you need to do here is find a little gap around near the camera part, or wherever there's a button. You can just get your finger in there to get it started. Now take your time here, don't over force it, because if you over force it you're going to snap something. Don't put too much pressure on there, just take your time. It does take a bit of time, and you will hear a lot of cracking noises. Just get your thumb right in, just keep pulling it across. Just keep working your way round. That's it, it's starting to come loose now, as you can see. Now don't be tempted to put too much pressure on it at this stage and start forcing it. Just take your time. Now you could use metal spudgers or tools like that, but you've got to be very, very careful with the chrome area around the outside of the phone there. You do not want to damage those. Now you've also got these buttons that will be on the side, and we're just going to put that to one side there. There's another button here. You can put these back in afterwards. Now this is the most frustrating part, or difficult part, is just separating the phone from the back. It does take a bit of time. And there's a little card here that I forgot to remove, and as soon as I remove that, the backing just come off, as you can see. So just make sure you remove the cards at the beginning, and that's the back off. I'm going to put that to one side. Okay, so this is where we're at now, and what we need to do here is remove the top part. There's some little clips at the side here. We're just going to pull this to one side here. Just pull them out a little bit and lift up, and that should release the top part. Now be careful here, as there is ribbon on the end, as you can see, so just be very careful. Now you could use your fingernail if you wanted to, but there's little tools called spudgers, and these are what you can get on the internet. Pretty cheap. These are a cheap set, and they just help you lift them clips up like so. Just put that to one side. Okay, so what we need to do here now is remove this top part here. I'm just going to quickly lift that out. It's not held in by anything, just move that to one side. Now there's some other little clips on the ribbons on the side there, you'll see right at the back here. Just use the spudger just to lift those up. Be very, very careful with these. They're very delicate ribbons, and if you break these, the phone is not going to be much use to you. So just be careful. Just lift these up. Okay, so now we've freed that up, we should be able to remove the board from the phone, and just squeeze the backing out a little bit, or the front of it out, so it just pops out. Just a little bit of pressure there. You'll find a little back piece here with all the buttons on it, and you can remove that part from the phone as well. There you go. So we're just going to put that to one side, and then lift up. There will be a ribbon at the front here you need to remove, which is right near my thumb. You're just going to push down on the front there and remove that ribbon. Just use a spudger or your fingernail. It's best to use a spudger really. And then that's now the board released, as you can see. I'm going to put that to one side. Okay, so now we're at the screen here in the LCD. Now there is a little tiny ribbon at the front of this that you need to ease off. There's a little bit of glue to this, but you just need to just put a bit of pressure on it. Once you release that a little bit, it should come off. I find pulling the lens back a little bit like so, and it should be released. And there's your lens, and you can buy a new one of these. Well, not lens, it's a screen, but you can replace that part. You'll get the whole part on eBay. You can get those parts, and that's pretty much that. So we're going to put that to one side. There's the LCD here. Now you want to make sure that there's no damage done to the LCD, so you can make sure there's any dents. And as you can see, there is a little damage on the front there, like a little blemish on the screen. And if this is damaged the screen, you may need to replace the screen, and these bits are a little bit more money, so just bear that in mind. You may be able to give that a clean up and buff that out if it's not too bad, but if it's dented right in, you will need to replace that part. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Brian from britec.co.uk. If you enjoy these videos, please remember guys, hit that subscribe button and show your support, and rate and favourite all my videos if you enjoy them. And I'll be making more videos again in the future. Bye for now.